At Minnesota, they have everything from a Heisman to a Nagurski in their rich legacy, and today in their part to try to distort the vision of the visitors. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, the offense set for that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. On the move. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Johnson wants to throw it. He makes the connection. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
And the offense here.
The Tar Heels have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. And that pass intercepted.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a Cardinals sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
And
first down to start the drives in basketball. Through the years, we've seen the Big Ten ACC Challenge, and it'll be fun to watch this one on the football field.
I think this is going to be a real test of physicality. I know these are two conferences that pride themselves on that, going out and establishing the line of scrimmage. So, David, interesting X's and O's matchup here in this one.
Yeah, and it's always cool to have those measuring stick opponents. Like, once we start getting deeper in the season and start having the comparison game, well, you have a matchup, a big matchup of a Big Ten school versus an ACC school. This will be used in the college football.
And the Tar Heels are rolling down the field. Motion from the offense. Johnson looking to throw. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now,
first down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll try the run. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. That linebacker saw the express. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. Johnson wants to throw it. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Trying to take it back. He's at the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Minnesota! This time it's the... North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Jones. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Good job. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. The quick out.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to that outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Trying to get behind the defense. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. It's 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, on 3rd and short.
Line gets set, 1st down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tar Heels trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with... Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running.
Final play of the quarter coming. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Okay, ready? Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. The offense lining up for a first down play. Johnson looking to throw. Got his man on the right. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Power football with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously, not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another everyone, and welcome to Autzen Stadium, home of the Oregon Ducks and the House of Loud, a place where great teams go to die. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the Oklahoma State Cowboys taking on the #1 team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Ducks will boot it away to start the game. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Oklahoma State Cowboys offense takes the field for the first time today. And here he is. Let me tell you about this wide receiver. He is a route-running DB, toasting, pass-catching, touchdown-scoring, son of a gun.
I can't wait to see how this defense is going to try and corral this guy, because you play man-to-man, you risk him running right by you and catching the deep ball, but you play zone and you give him the opportunity to potentially make yards after the catch.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. Touchdown, Oregon! Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. The scoop and score, what a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. They're out there to kick it off. The return team must rivet that ball to their rib cage. Can't afford another turnover. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Bust through behind his pad. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They're getting this guy lathered up. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Looking downfield, it's Flores. Pocket starts to collapse. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
They're trying, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But they had a great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. And he's got it! Touchdown, Ducks!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking downfield, it's Flores. Trying to get to him. And the ball's out, and they're after it. The defense all over that loose ball, and now they're bringing it back.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. But you have to find a way to create some hesitation on defense when you're selling the draw play, and they just didn't do it well enough there.
Yeah, it's got to be the offensive line and the quarterback and the running back. They all have to work together to show pass set up front.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find it. Learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right, offense, defense. Palmer, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's first quarter.
And that ball is picked off. Bringing it back. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He leaves it with his back. At midfield, he's got room. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground, and you see the speed by the ball carrier there. He's picking up a huge chunk of yards.
I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. He's looking for an open man on second down. Got it in the middle, it's low. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Lets it fly. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Looking for a man. It's Flores. He'll pull it down.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
And the Cowboys line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Leaves it with the back. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Oregon! And the pummeling has started.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. In Chapel Hill, they love to say if the good Lord's not a Tar Heel, why did he make the sky Carolina blue? Glad to have you with us. Kenan Stadium in Chapel Thrill and home to the North Carolina Tar Heels. Today's matchup, a battle in the Old North State, a contest between a pair of teams from the state of North Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the Charlotte 49ers. Taking on a team from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College. First down for this offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires to the wideout. And the ball is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That is not how you drew it up offensively. You want to come out, get some things established, get your quarterback in a rhythm, get the positive mojo going.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game.
Oh, what a grab by the 6. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll try the right side. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Coaches always harp about
the offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
Give to the running back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator.
And the Tar Heels getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Hampton. They'll make the stop, but he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Well, it's first down in the
The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and goal.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They're trying to slam it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, North Carolina!
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quick.
And he's running in the open. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, UNC! What a catch and run for 6.
Man, football, there is so many weapons now with small slots and big wide receivers. And then you got the tight ends now that have the speed.
First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Makes his connection. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see. This offense has a 2nd down play. Johnson wants to throw it. Unloads to the right. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Fast motion from the offense. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long.
Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Quick strike complete. Tackled immediately after the catch.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the 1st.
Runs through the tackle. And he picks up the first down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was... North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
And these defensive tackles...
Offense in a split backfield. Pulls it, fired, complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. And here comes the offense on second down. They'll go to the ground. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Johnson looking to throw. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Well, the offense able to pick up some extra yards after that curl throw there, and because the QB got it to his guy early, he was able to turn around, make a guy miss, and go pick up some yak.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on second down. Throws to the wideout. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down. And the Tar Heels come to the line in the hurry-up. They want to just keep throwing it. Fires to the right. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Charlotte. What a great play by the defense. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
On second down, looking to throw. Oh, so close to paying off the tip drill. He had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. Now looking for that first down on third and short from the 26. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short. Trying.
First down here for the offense. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. The Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Johnson wants to throw it. Got his man quickly. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. Now on second down. Now they'll run the draw. Nice move to stay on his feet. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Third and...
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man downfield. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. They'll give it to the back. Showing off the arms. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Unloads it left. Hauls it in. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using the quick game. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
On the run, it's Hampton. Makes him talk to the hand. Touchdown, Tar Heels! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the fourth. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide out in motion. Johnson looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on third and long. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense.
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.